right in there for me. Fall in love with him, and I'm good.
And I want to go back to the beginning because I was telling you off camera that I grew up in the 90s and the 80s, 90s. But I can remember when you first came on the scene.
When I was 12.
When you were 12. Yeah. you were sort of too taboo back then for like some of the older saints in my church and a lot of the black community, I think, didn't know how to digest Kirk Franklin. He was dancing. He was wearing jeans. What was it like back then getting that kind of, I guess, backlash or critique?
You know, I don't really try to pay attention to what it was. I mean, some of it was painful. Some of it was kind of confusing because I was just being authentically me, you know. But at the same time, I know I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I'm cool with that. I mean, I'm cool with the fact of knowing that everybody won't get what they need in their faith from me, and that's fine. You know, because there's so many people to pull from the narrative of God from, and I'm just part of the family, and I hope I play a role in somebody's life.
I saw you a couple of years ago in an interview, and you weighed in on a hot topic, which is, you know, the LGBT community being embraced by the black church. And I thought it was progressive, and now it's like gay culture is front and center with shows like Empire, you know, one of the biggest shows on TV. I think it's a discussion that everybody's trying to figure out how to have in church. How do we move forward with, you know, gays and lesbians being embraced in the black church?
Well, this is what I would say, first of all, is I would say that I want to apologize for all of the hurtful and painful things that have been said about people in the church that have been talented and gifted and been musical, that we've used, that we've embarrassed them and made sermons at them, you know, and Steve and all this other horrible crap that we've done, and we have not treated them like people. First, you know, human beings, and we're talking about human beings, you know, people, men and women that God has created as people. Now, if you ask me, what does the Bible say? Because Kirk is not the author of the Bible. I'm one that has to just submit and trust God's love letters, because I call the Bible God's love letters. Is that, does the Bible refer to whether it's heterosexual sins, homosexual sins, adultery sins, or fornicating sins, sex before marriage and all that? That's what the Bible talks about. And you know what else the Bible talks about along with that? It talks about grace, talks about love, it talks about mercy, because we are all in need of that. And so, yes, the Bible talks about what it says about all of mankind, because he loves all of mankind, and he does articulate that. And I may not always do the best of trying to articulate that or trying to understand that, but I know that I have to be committed to walking in the spirit of love and humility, and never as an authority. And the Bible is not a book that's an attack on gay people. It's not a book written to attack gay people. That's not what the Bible is.
It feels that way sometimes.
I agree with you. And that's horrible. It is horrible that we have made it where the Bible is a homophobic manual. That's not what the Bible is. I mean, you want to talk about things that God gets at: pride and jealousy and envy and haughtiness and arrogance. I mean, we could talk about all of that all day. But what we also see is that God sending his son to save us all, because we were all, right? We were all, straight, gay, whatever, we were all lost and in need of a Savior. And there's room at the cross for all of us.